What is up, squad? Stacey Ervin Jr. here. I'm here with my guy, Allende Warren. We are going to do a 20-minute stretch today, give ourselves a nice active recovery and stretch leading up to the week so we can make the absolute most of it. You ready to do this?
Let's get it.
All right. We're going to start with forward arm circles, both arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to give yourself a little hop, now do it backwards. Arm circles backwards. If you're hopping, give yourself a little bit more range of motion. 7, 8, 9, 10. Next up, standing windmill. I'm not gonna make that any more complex than it needs to be. Standing windmills, just side to side, getting that torsion in your spine. Using a lot of harsh words, but truly that's what it is. We're just twisting up our spines right now.
Yeah, feeling it.
Now, doing the same movement, we're going to go to the floor. So you're touching the opposite hand to the opposite foot, doing a windmill, okay? And if you can't reach all the way down that low, that's totally fine. You know, you can be a little more elevated. You're just touching opposite hand to opposite foot. Probably feeling a little stretch in your hamstring as well. If your legs are straight, feeling that stretch in your back. Just really getting your upper body open. All right, now, next one up. We're gonna do a reach through and throw, okay? So you don't gotta go crazy on the throw. You're gonna reach through and throw. Reach through and throw. Allow that bounce at the bottom to open up your hamstrings. Allow that throw at the top to open up your shoulders. Allow that movement to take its course. All right, good on that. Stand up, shake your arms out a little bit. Shake your arms out. One thing we don't really give enough TLC to is neck rolls. So we're just gonna be rolling our head around counterclockwise all the way around. Don't forget to breathe throughout this. Other way. All right. Give me an extreme no. An absolutely extreme no. Turning your head at the end there. Not crazy, but pretty good. Give me an extreme yes. Chin all the way up, chin all the way down. Okay, chill, I get it. You really like that stretch.
Yeah.
Yes. So next, I want you to just turn your chin a little bit to like 45 degrees left. Bring your head down and back. Same thing, we're just working to loosen up these neck muscles because most of us be hunched over a phone or a desk.
On the computer.
Today,
Yep.
yes. And same thing on the other side. Turn it to the right. Solid. Shake that out a little bit. Shake out those arms and upper body. Yeah, feeling good, feeling great. Look at that. Next, hips. Okay, so we're gonna work down the body. So we're doing hip rolls here.
Bring it around town.
Yeah, bring it around. My back is fairly sore right now from judo lately. Opposite direction. Try and keep your legs straight during this so you can really maximize that hip rotation and movement. More like a revolution than a rotation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Solid. You got that. That's good. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our knees. So feet together, and you're gonna bring your knees in clockwise circles, extending them out at the back side.
This was kind of funny.
Yeah, no joke. Like a lot of these stretches do feel strange, and I mean when you think about the motion of it, it is strange and it's not something familiar. But that's exactly the benefit of it is you're not stressing your body out in the situation that we're putting it in, but we are accessing those ranges of motion to really feel a different part of the body. You know, people are like, I didn't know I had those muscles.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Solid. So good on that. Next up, ankle rolls. So you're gonna take your foot, point your toe, try and get to the top of your toe. Yeah, on the other side. Yeah, and you're trying to roll that ankle around. Yeah.
Ooh.
See, even getting the toe down is a bit of a stretch
Yeah.
because you're really opening up the front side of that ankle, which usually if you have pressure on your foot and your front side of your ankle's open, that's usually not a good thing. But you want to be able to know and feel your body in that position before it's forced into that position, so you can be more prepared. Solid. Other side, other foot. Just do about like 5-6 of those on each way. Just trying to get it loosened up. We will hit the ankles again near the end of this stretch, and in a very effective way. Something that's super helpful. Okay. So now we're going to just do a small lunge and like pulse for the Achilles stretch in the back. You can switch it out. Switch legs. Trying to lean back on that leg. Loading the Achilles. Trying to get that heel to the floor, but not like trying to jam your leg, your heel into the floor. We're just getting that stretch in. Remember, all of these are to be done at your level of need and proficiency. So if you see me get into a position that you think you should be forcing yourself into, don't do that. Access where you're at, challenge yourself a little bit, but don't go crazy. Okay, cool. Get on those. Shake those out a little bit. Shake them out. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. Shake that out. Okay, cool. Next up, so we're here. Feet are together. We're gonna squat down. Your heels might come off the floor. Mine certainly do. I don't have the mobility to campfire squat, but if you do, more power to you. Andy's knees just crack.
Yeah. Old man.
Like a tectonic plate. So if yours did too, you're not alone. You're not alone. All right, so we're here. We're in this lower squat. We're sort of just bouncing around to feel where any tension might be. I really feel it in my perineals. That, you know, if they were less tight, I might be a little bit more inclined to have better knee and hip mobility, so I could campfire squat. For those who don't know, campfire squat is when you can keep your heels on the ground and you can like hold yourself up. But obviously I have some mobility work to do. We're not stopping here though. This is just a prelude to doing pike bounces. So we're gonna be from this position, hands are on top of our knees now, and we're going to stand and push into that pike position and then come back down. All the way down, and then all the way back in that pike position, and then all the way down. Keep repeating that, trying to open up those hamstrings, open up the back of those knees. 2 more. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Press out. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Press out, and stay in that standing pike position. If you can, get your hands to the floor. If you can't, that's okay too. Put your hands on your shins, on your knees, wherever you might need them.
Or your ankles.
Or your ankles. If you can, keep your palms flat on the floor. That's great. Another step up from that, which I'm not sure I have the capacity for, is to put your hands under your feet and keep them flat because that elevates your toes and
I can
more
do that.
stretching your hamstring.
Oh yeah.
But we're just chilling here for a second. You can kind of shift your weight side to side. You can think of pressing your hip bones up towards the ceiling, your low back up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel an additional stretch no matter where you're standing anyway, because you're elongating the hamstring. Solid, 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 and
Feels good.
chill on that. Let's stand up slowly.
Oh.
Shake your legs out a little bit. You feel that in your lower back?
Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. Lower back's great. Open up those hamstrings is great, especially as athletes. Usually your power is from your posterior chain, so if you never open it up, you're really just giving yourself less of
Limiting
an
yourself.
athletic advantage. Exactly, limiting your potential. So it's a good stretch. Now here, if you have the balance for it, I'm assuming you have the balance for this. It's not like crazy, but we're going to do a standing figure 4. So standing figure 4, I'm gonna take the outside of my right ankle, put it atop my left knee, just above my left knee, and I'm going to just sit down a little bit and lightly, if I can get in this position already, I'm lightly going to press down on the top of that right knee to open up my hip a little bit more and feel that stretch right on my TFL. Tensor fascia lata. That hip muscle. You got this. And if you need assistance, you can always just grab something like a broomstick or something wildly accessible and easy to grab.
That makes sense. One thing that will definitely help though is, staring at one spot on the ground, help
100%.
maintain your balance.
Let them know.
Oh
Repeat
yeah.
that one more time.
If you guys want to maintain your balance, pick one spot on the ground and just look at that one spot. It's going to help you maintain your balance.
It's really true. They used to tell us that in gymnastics too when we were doing handstands. We're going to switch to the other side, and it would really help improve our handstand balance.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can just sit on that one knee, and you're pushing down gently. You can go crazy if you want, but I mean, you're going to get injured, not me. Open that hip up. Open up that. Ooh, yeah, that feels good on the lower back. I just gave it a little bit more press. Awesome. Go ahead, stand up and shake that out once again.
Ooh.
Burned it on that one. Cool. We're going to do a straddle stand, and now we're getting closer to our seated exercises. We're just taking a little bit away time to get down there. Reach to your right on the straddle, keeping that right leg straight. Try and get both hands to that foot. Again, open up that back hamstring. You can kind of move around a little bit there.
Don't forget to breathe, guys.
What he said. So, other side. Same thing, you can move that hip around a little bit, turning your femur in and rotating it out, change that stretch. And then just hang in the center. Elbows should hug your elbows. Hands are elevated. Hamstrings feel significantly better than when we started already.
Yeah.
And awesome. From here, you're just gonna go into a sumo squat. So turn those feet out at about 45 or greater, sinking those hips down. Looks like I'm wearing a skirt right now. Did that just become like a Celtic warrior?
That's a hell of a warrior stance.
Yeah. Sumo, I guess. Solid. Yeah, we're just gonna chill on that one. Now we're going to the mat into butterfly stretch. So put the soles of your feet together.
Okay. I've always wondered how to do this one properly.
Soles of your feet together, and what you're going to do is you're going to try and bring your chest up towards the ceiling.
Okay.
So
Where's the best place to put your hands?
I have my hands wrapped around my feet and clasped, fingers interlocked, and I'm trying to sit straight up and just breathe in this position. Breathe in one more time, and then on the exhale, I want you to try and lower your nose to your toes. Fold. Hold that position, kind of flap those legs like they were wings.
That's why they're called butterflies, huh?
Careful if you flap your legs too hard. I have known people to fly away, so
Don't fly away.
don't get overzealous. All right, now we're just going to sit up, not overstressing the chest up, but just trying to open up one side, pressing down on its knee, kind of up and down. Give it a little movement. Not crazy movement, being gentle here. Same thing on the other side.
If you have tight hip flexors, you're really going to feel this one.
Yeah, 100%. And that tends to be an issue that's pretty prevalent, again, because we're seated most of the day. Not a very active culture, active society. So you really want to take the time to do this. And you can even do this while you're watching television. Like, really, I advise it. I encourage it. So now we're going to do a pike stretch. So legs straight out in front of you. I want you to try and think of getting your hamstrings and your butt as far behind you when you're seated as possible. So your hips, your sit bones are really far behind. It's extending the hamstrings already. When we do this pike stretch, I want you to fall forward, but try and keep your chest flat. So keep a straight line in your back. You can squeeze your shoulder blades if you'd like, but just try and reach down and see how far you can get with that straight line from your spine all the way to the top of your head. If you're anything like me, or Allende right now, you're probably not getting very far. And that is okay. That's actually, well, anatomically, it doesn't feel like I can get further. However, what we're gonna do now is, now that we're in this position, I want you to try and scoot those hip bones, those sit bones back even more underneath you. And I want you to allow yourself to round your back and now reach further. Look how much further you're able to reach right now.
Wow.
That stretch that you're getting is not a typical position for us to put ourselves in. You can slightly sway back and forth in this one, get some extra movement, gently moving, opening those hamstrings. And I'm saying opening the hamstrings a lot because tight hamstrings are a lot bigger of a lower back pain issue and issue of gaining strength than most people would like to imagine or even would be aware of. So you want to open those hamstrings up. Awesome. Good on that. From here, it's going to take us into a shoulder stretch. So we've been getting our legs pretty good in upper body, but we're not neglecting our shoulders. So I want you to scoot your feet down towards the edge of your mat. Your hands are behind you, fingers pointing towards your body, elbows bent at about a 90-degree angle or wherever you can get. And you want to just sit back and rock in those shoulders, left to right. So we're just kind of swaying back in like a semicircle pattern to get that depth at the back. But we're just opening up the front of that shoulder, biceps. And now pause on one side, kind of shake that elbow a little bit. Yep. Feel the difference in that one?
Mm-hmm.
Sway to the other side, shake that elbow a little bit. Give it that dirty bird. Hitting it with that dirty bird.
The dirty bird, boy.
What I know about that dirty bird. So now, again, just rock it back and forth, rock it out real quick. Now what you're gonna do, same position essentially. Flip those hands around so your fingers are pointing away from your body. Try and keep your hands as close as you can. And now I want you to press your butt away from your hands. Trying to really open those shoulders up. If you can, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. That way you're opening up that front chest. He just got it.
Yeah.
He just got it.
That feels amazing.
It's an intensive stretch. I don't want you to press too hard back because it could be uncomfortable on the elbows, unnecessarily uncomfortable on the elbows, especially if you don't get into this open position a lot. Then you're just gonna rock your knees back and forth. Let's go ahead on one side, lean to the left. Same thing on the other side. And we are good.
Oh, yeah.
Solid. Now, Ayende, do you know what the world's greatest stretch is?
World's greatest stretch. Enlighten me.
For those of you who are new here, world's greatest stretch is what the name implies. It is the world's greatest stretch. Simply put, because you are getting so many parts of the body. And in this, we're going to, again, be working our lower body, but it will also include some upper body. So in the world's greatest stretch, it's actually a flow. So we're going to go high-chested lunge, runner's lunge, allowing that knee to flare out, elbow to hit the ground. We're going to extend the back leg as we reach up towards the ceiling, back behind us, and we're going to extend that front leg. And then we will switch. So follow along here with this. So we go high-chested lunge, runner's lunge. Extend that back leg and reach up towards the ceiling. Reach behind you, hand to the floor, extend that front leg, and switch. Yeah. High-chested lunge, runner's lunge. Extended leg, pull that hand towards the sky, reach back, straighten that front leg, and switch. Repeat that again. High-chested lunge, runner's lunge. Reach towards the sky, extend that back leg, reach back, straighten that front leg out, and switch. What is that pattern, Ayende?
Oh, world's greatest stretch.
Go ahead and tell us what it is.
It's the world's greatest stretch.
High-chested lunge, runner's lunge.
Oh.
Reach towards the ceiling. Reach back. Straight leg in the front. And switch.
That feels
Let's get into a flow with it. So we
absolutely incredible.
Lunge, lunge, reach, reach, extend, and switch. Lunge, lunge, reach, reach, extend, and switch. How it go?
What was that?
How's it go?
Lunge,
Yep.
runners, reach,
Yep.
reach back,
Yep.
straighten the leg,
Yep.
switch.
That was. That was.
Lunge, runners,
Yep.
reach up,
Yep.
reach back,
Yep.
straighten the leg,
Yep.
front leg.
One more time.
Ah, here we go, here we go. Lunge,
Yeah.
runners,
Yeah.
reach up,
Yeah.
reach back,
Yeah.
leg up,
Yeah.
switch.
Hey, solid. So right here, we'll stay in this lunge for a sec. I know I said 20-minute stretch. We're at the 21-minute mark. And so I also promised you another ankle stretch. So go ahead, finish out a lunge, one more on each side, opening up that hip flexor in the back, getting that quad, that hamstring. And then I want you to tuck your feet underneath you. Toes should not be balled up. Toes should not be balled up. We're flat on the top of our feet. Hands out in front of you. It's a great way to do this because world's greatest stretch don't really hit them ankles. So it's a great way to close.
I'm already feeling it in the ankles.
Exactly. It doesn't take much. So
Yeah.
you're seated, you're sitting back, hands are on the ground. I want you to slowly and gently lift your knees off of the floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is what we call in gymnastics toe point stretch. Gymnasts always have those pointed toes, and you have to have the strength, but also the flexibility to maintain that position. And so this does improve your ankle mobility. Can't not. And it also will improve your ankle strength. But be gentle with yourself in this position. Kind of rock back side to side. You can even go one leg up at a time. It's really up to you how you slice and dice it. But just get those front ankles open. We'll do that for 3 more seconds. 2 more seconds. 1 more second. Slowly lower. And there you have it.
Wow.
A solid 22-minute and 22-second stretch. Got the entire body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And you've given yourself some active recovery, some improved mobility, and improved awareness of your body, of how it can move, and of muscles that you didn't know you had. So, thank you for joining us for this stretch. I hope you use this. I hope you return to it frequently, at least once a week at bare minimum, and show your body some TLC so you can recover strong, last longer, and be as strong as you can be. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like if you found it useful, and make sure you follow my man Allende. Allende, where can they find you and what can they find you on?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at swolepatrol_. Post a lot of fitness content. You guys are gonna get a lot of workouts. Yeah, man, it's always good vibes over here. So appreciate you guys. I will definitely be returning to this stretch because I feel incredible right now. Thank you so much for this, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us here today. Thank you for giving your energy and giving your best during that stretch. Give me some feedback. What did you think about this stretch? Has it helped you? Let me know in the comment section below. But again, thank you for joining us for this stretch today. Use it, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.